I'm a trisexual. I'll try anything once.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 best Samantha Jones quotes.
The right guy is an illusion. You understand that? You can start living your life.
Well, I'm done with great love. I'm back to great lovers.
I am harsh. I'm also demanding, stubborn, self-sufficient, and always right. In bed, at the office, and everywhere else.
For this list, we're looking at the most memorable quotes from this audacious character from Sex and the City. Did we forget any of your favorites? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, Samantha on politics. In season 3, when Carrie finds herself dating a man who's running for political office, the girls end up talking about politics, which isn't exactly a topic that often comes up on the show.
I used to have a college crush on Dan Quayle.
The country needs a president and a hat. No one wears a hat anymore.
If you've ever wondered whether Samantha is left or right-leaning, she clears things right up when she succinctly condenses her political views into this little quip.
I don't believe in the Republican Party or the Democratic Party. I just believe in parties.
We can't say we're surprised that Ms. Jones doesn't feel an affiliation to either one of the major American political parties, and instead has strong views on parties themselves.
The country runs better with a good-looking man in the White House.
Number 9, Samantha on monogamy. Samantha isn't exactly known for her love of commitment or long-term relationships.
I threw up. I saw the ring and I threw up. That's not normal.
That's my reaction to marriage.
By season 4, she had found herself in a relationship with Richard Wright, who seemed to simultaneously romance her and yet be totally untrustworthy.
Guess which Hotel King is having very private relations with a very public New York woman?
Oh, I guess the cat's out of the bag.
Oh, it's out of the bag. Look at them together. That Judith McBain, she's insatiable.
This episode featured discussions on the concept of monogamy, with Samantha appearing frightened of diving into that level of commitment with another person. But her feelings got the best of her, showing that, after all, she's only human.
I think I have monogamy. I must have caught it from you people.
Her monogamous relationship with Richard didn't exactly work out, but hey, at least she tried.
Hey, man of the hour.
Samantha.
Number 8, Samantha on jobs. Sex and the City has never shied away from sensitive topics, especially when it came to the women's intimate relationships. It's in the name of the show, after all.
Well, this guy is very sour, like asparagus gone bad or something.
Can I cancel my rice pudding? Thanks.
In one episode in season 3, Sam stands up for herself when the guy she's sleeping with wants her to engage in an act she's not enjoying.
Honey, they don't call it a job for nothing.
She claps back, making it clear how much work it entails. And while this quote is funny and memorable, it's also a good lesson on standing up for yourself when someone wants you to do something you're not comfortable with.
I never even thought of that.
Number 7, Samantha on her best qualities. One of the things we admire most about Samantha is how well she knows herself.
I'm me. You're you. Go.
She's not willing to change for a man, and she needs any partner she has to accept her exactly how she is.
That's harsh.
Yeah, I am harsh. I'm also demanding, stubborn, self-sufficient, and always right. In bed, at the office, and everywhere else.
When she's dating Smith in season 6, they're obviously a much better pairing than any of her prior relationships, but she still has to put him in his place every now and then. The fact that Smith loves her and stays with her even after she clearly outlines all of her supposed flaws to him is what makes it clear their relationship was a good one. Number 6, Samantha on second chances. In a lot of ways, Berger seemed like a great match for Carrie. They had a lot in common because of their careers, and their chemistry seemed off the charts. That was, of course, until they got to the bedroom.
What? I don't want to make a big deal about it. It was just the first time. We're so good everywhere else.
When Carrie went to get her friend's opinions after a disappointing evening together, Samantha had this sage advice to offer.
F me badly once, shame on you. F me badly twice, shame on me.
No matter how crass she is, Sam always seems to have a kernel of wisdom to her statements. And this is logic that can be widely applied whether it's to romantic relationships or not.
Honey, you put up a very good fight, but you have no idea who you're dealing with.
Number 5, Samantha on her body. One of Sam's greatest qualities has to be her confidence. In season 4, she decides to have a nude photo shoot done to preserve a record of her body while it's still looking fabulous. And she is totally at ease in her own skin.
Okay, Samantha. Tiger here has a variety of music choices to ease you into the shoot and help you to feel more comfortable. Tiger,
Yeah, I've got some Steely Dan.
I'm comfortable.
In the show's final season, however, Samantha decides to consider going under the knife in order to make enhancements to her figure with a breast augmentation.
I have an event in 2 months that I'd really like to have a little cleavage for.
But despite this, she makes it clear that it's not out of any shame or self-doubt that she wants to think about getting implants.
As you know, I have always loved my body just the way it is. My legs are fantastic. I have killer abs. My ass is perfection.
Is this the part we're not gonna like?
But I have decided, after careful consideration, that I might be ready for bigger boobs.
Number 4, Samantha on new experiences. The episode Boy, Girl, has a reputation for being one of Sex and the City's most controversial episodes because of Carrie's reaction when she finds out the man she's dating is bisexual.
What kind of question is that? Is that a problem?
Of course it's a problem.
What did you say? I said it wasn't a problem. I panicked. He's such a good kisser.
Today, this storyline and her reluctance to accept his sexuality seem incredibly dated.
I'm not even sure bisexuality exists. I think it's just a layover on the way to Gay Town.
But in typical Samantha fashion, she manages to say just the right thing and sum up her life ethos at the same time. While the girls are debating the pros and cons of Carrie's decision, Sam pipes in, outlining her own sexual orientation for us.
You know, that generation is all about sexual experimentation. All the kids are going by.
So what, if all the bi kids are jumping off a bridge, you gonna do that too?
I'm a trisexual. I'll try anything once.
Number 3, Samantha on Mr. Right. From the very first episode of the show, Samantha's character is well defined.
Look, if you're a successful saleswoman in this city, you have 2 choices. You can bang your head against the wall and try and find a relationship, or you can say screw it and just go out and have sex like a man.
In this scene, she makes it clear that she is not the type of woman who is holding out for her Prince Charming to come and sweep her off her feet.
Sweetheart, this is the first time in the history of Manhattan that women have had as much money and power as men. Plus, the equal luxury of treating men like sex objects.
She tells her 3 friends that the concept of Mr. Right is just an illusion, and that if they free themselves from spending their lives seeking him out, they'll be able to start actually living.
Listen, the right guy is an illusion. You understand that? You can start living your life.
This is a sentiment she continued to champion throughout the series, and we always respect her for it. Number 2, Samantha on sexism at work. In this episode, the women of Sex and the City tackle the issue of gender inequality in the workplace.
What are you saying? That business men would be more comfortable dealing with a woman if she were working next to a man?
You have a lot to offer. You might want to consider working with a partner who isn't so emotional.
Samantha wants to get a job working for hotel magnate Richard Wright doing his PR, but she thinks she's being sidelined because of the fact that she's a woman. The girls have a frank discussion about the discrimination they've experienced and the reputations they incur if they, God forbid, come off as emotional at work.
A guy gets angry in a meeting, he's a pistol. A woman, she's emotional.
This entire storyline shows off Sam's strength, but this quote in particular sums up an issue that so many women still deal with today, even 2 decades later.
You know what? If I was a guy, you would have shaken my hand, bought me a scotch, and given me a key to an office. It's amazing. A man with such innovative vision can be so short-sighted.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Samantha on Soulmates. This sums up the premise of the whole show.
We made a deal ages ago. Men, babies, doesn't matter. We're soulmates.
Samantha on Societal Judgment. Friends don't let friends shame each other.
I'm gonna splash some water on my face and then I'm going home. And I will not be judged by you or society. I will wear whatever and blow whomever I want as long as I can breathe and kneel.
Samantha on Good Relationships. It may be simple, but it's actually pretty good advice.
As far as I'm concerned, the test of a good relationship is, are you like this or like this?
Samantha on Getting Screwed. It may be pessimistic, but we can't say she's wrong.
The good guys screw you, and the bad guys screw you.
And the rest of them don't know how to screw you, trust me. I've done the legwork.
Samantha on Love versus Lust. This is essentially Sam's motto.
Well, I'm done with great love. I'm back to great lovers.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Samantha on True Love. This quote about love was so good, we got to see Samantha deliver it twice, in 2 very different situations. In season 5, her anxiety over Richard cheating on her gets the best of her, and she frantically races up to his room, expecting to find him with another woman. Even though he is alone, she realizes their relationship is irrevocably broken, and utters this iconic quote for the first time.
Samantha, I love you.
I love you too, Richard. But I love me more.
In the feature film released in 2008, we saw how Samantha and Smith's relationship had progressed.
Smith stayed with me through chemo. And if he can stay with me through that, then I should be able to stay in this relationship for him.
Sweetie, you just compared your relationship to chemo.
They didn't have a happily ever after either, with Sam reiterating the sentiment she had shared with Richard so many years earlier.
I'm just gonna say the thing you're not supposed to say. I love you, but I love me more.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.